Cyclone MMA. I want to talk about Dustin the Diamond Poirier because he is one of my favorite fighters of all time. I think he's got his own case for being the BMF, and he doesn't have a boring fight. Show me a boring Dustin Poirier fight, I'll wait. So his most recent W has been against Michael Chandler, who's a dog, who's a BMF himself, who's a guy who never has a boring fight himself. And Poirier was able to come out of a fight that was not looking good for him. That second round was pretty rough, and he got roughed up in that fight, as he does in every fight. Poirier, he doesn't have easy fights. I'm going to go through his resume, okay? So he just beat Michael Chandler, a bloody-ass fight. If you haven't seen that fight, go watch that fight, because what are you doing? Watch every Dustin Poirier fight. Before that, it was Charles, which was a little bit of a back-and-forth affair, but Charles definitely got the best of him, especially in rounds 2 and 3. He got finished in that fight. Before that, it was Conor McGregor with the leg injury, but that first round, super fast-paced, super entertaining. Poirier looked great in it, but it wasn't an easy fight. He was still fighting tooth and nail for that one. Before that, it was the other Conor McGregor fight where he lost the first round. He got wobbled a little bit, came back, knocked out McGregor. Not an easy fight. The one before that, Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker beat him the first 2 rounds badly. That second round, dude, Hooker was putting it to Dustin Poirier. That was a bloody fight. That was one where he had to buck up. He had to win the last 3 rounds and then win the decision. Before that, Khabib Nurmagomedov. I don't have to say anything else. Khabib does this to everyone. He put the pressure on Dustin Poirier. He grapple fucked him, beat the shit out of him. He couldn't do anything because it's Khabib. I don't blame you, Diamond. He could, if there was 3 Masons fighting Khabib would kill all 3 Masons in 30 seconds. So before that was Max Holloway, a war, an absolute war. Before that was Eddie Alvarez, won in the second round, but he had to go through hell in order to get there. He went in some bad positions too. Before that, it was Justin Gaethje. We'll stop there, but that Justin Gaethje fight, I rewatched it the other day. Oh my God, dude. It's like a forgotten epic. It's so good. It's so damn good. And Poirier, his leg was getting beat up in that fight. Justin Gaethje's leg kicks he was throwing a lot of leg kicks, and Poirier did not see them, and he was eating all of them. I didn't think that dude was going to be able to walk. So we just went through a little bit of Dustin Poirier's resume there, but from there you just know Poirier is a dog, and he's never been, at least in recent history, in an easy fight. This dude's in the toughest division, in the toughest promotion, in arguably the toughest sport. And I know he has a lot of losses, but he always bounces back. And it's really interesting to see how resilient he is and how he keeps improving. He got a rear naked choke finish win in his last fight, which that is how he lost his last 2 fights for the title. I hope he's a guy who gets another win, maybe even another one after that, and then fights for a title again. I'd love to see Dustin Poirier get a lightweight title. I know it's looking tough with all of these beasts in this division, and it seems like he's part of the old guard, and there's these new dogs coming in here just taking it. And I know it's going to be an uphill battle if he ever wants to, beat Islam Makhachev, who everyone's calling Khabib 2.0, myself included. But Dustin Poirier, man, he's just an absolute gem in the UFC. Literally, he's a diamond. Super fun. I think we're incredibly lucky to have him in the UFC because he has these gutsy performances where he just puts it on the line and he's willing to just go in there and bang. And he's incredibly skilled, and I want to see him win a title. I know he's got the interim that he won in the Max Holloway fight, but this is a dude I feel like he deserves to get a title. I know the MMA gods may not allow it, but let's see it. So I guess the question is, who should Dustin Poirier fight next? I know Beneil Dariush wants to fight him. I know Beneil wants to fight for a title, but Dana White just is not allowing that for whatever reason. I don't really know off the top of my head. I'd have to look at the rankings, but I'm curious for you guys. Who should Dustin Poirier fight next? Tell me in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and check out my MMA funny t-shirts merch store. All that jazz is in the in the description below. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. At unbeatable. I was a Francis doubter. And after you beat Stipe, I said I will never doubt that guy.
I know his mama got tickets, so